Welcome to Dad's Drafts.
Well, hello, welcome. Welcome to another episode of Dad's Drafts. Now, for today, we're going to do something different because, well, you see, I have some coins again, and the idea was that whenever I have coins, I will use them for something special. So this time, we'll be doing another challenge. The idea is I asked around what kind of challenge would you like to see me play, and well, someone had an idea, and I think I'm going to try it. Now, before I start, why can't I find the quick draft? There we go. Before I start this stream, before I start this video, if you see me do something that I like, please consider liking and maybe subscribing or whatever. Now, it hurts me to see this pack because, you know, I've got the challenge in my mind, but not yet told you. The challenge is not to pick any creature cards with mana value 4 or greater. So that means only creatures which cost 1, 2, or 3 mana, and non-creature spells are fine. And that's when we get the Vaultborn Tyrant, of course, which is an amazing green card, but as you can see is 7 mana. I think I will take the Contagion Engine here, simply because it is also a very good card. It's somewhat of a board sweeper. It can go very fast in destroying the enemy's board, but it is expensive. But since it will be one of the only top ends that we have, since we are not allowed to pick any creatures, I will take this. Now, during this draft, I know that it's a quick draft, so there's no timer. I will also tell you what other picks I would have done, or what things are that you should keep your eyes open for whenever you are actually drafting. Now, that doesn't really matter if it's a quick draft or a normal draft. That's by all means, that doesn't really make a difference. I will take the Contagion Engine here, and if I would not have to do this challenge, I would of course have picked this card. It's a very strong card because, well, it in itself gives you life, a card, and great stats, and if it dies, you'll just get another round of Dino Party. Now, other nice picks are the Betrayal at the Vault, which is a very good damage spell for the late game, and I also personally like card-slinging if you can do some multi-spelling. But the rest of it is just fine. This is also a very good card because it does many things. It ramps you because it puts it onto the battlefield. It fixes because you can search any land you want. Plus, if you have spare mana, it makes you a big dude, a big boar. So this is also a very nice card. But I will take the engine. Alright, here we have the Shepherd of the Clouds, which is a very nice card, but it's 5 mana, so we cannot play it. There's a Beastbond Outcaster, which we can pick, but the problem is it will not go very well in our deck because it cares about creature with 4 power or greater, which we will not have many of. I don't see any other cheap creatures, so it will probably go for a non-creature spell here. I really like Back for More, but also Hypothesizzle. I think Back for More is a stronger card, but you really need to, well, have some ways to put stuff into your graveyard. And I think that I will go for the Hypothesizzle because it is a more reliable removal spell, and it will get us the cards that we need. Because if you play many 1, 2, and 3 drops, you will, at turn 4 and turn 5, want to play 2 cards. And because if you want to play 2 cards, that means that you need to have the cards. I know it's crazy, but that means that we need to be drawing cards to make sure that our hand stays filled. Otherwise, we'll just empty our hand at turn 4, and then it's just a matter of top decking, and we want to try to avoid that. Now, as I said before, either of these uncommons are great. I would have picked either of these 2. This one is also fine, but it's too soon in the game, in my opinion, to pick a multicolored card. Not for us now, because we're doing the challenge. Alright, now green does seem somewhat open with these cards. However, we will not be going green because green cares about big guys and we cannot play big guys. Now, I do like the other cards here, but since we're already in blue-red-ish, I will take the Metamorphic Blast because I think it's a strong spell overall, and in the late game it will also draw us cards. So we'll take that. Now this is a 3-drop which could actually help us out, because this is also a card. If we can manage to commit some crimes, it will get us some cards. Even without that, if you can just get it in for 1 damage, you'll have 1 card, which is amazing. Magic the Gathering is very much about cards and drawing cards. I hope that we can get the Razzle Dazzle later, but I don't know. And we could also pick Mind Raider, but I like Nimble Brigand more. Alright. There's a Discerning Peddler, which is also very nice. But since we're not sure if we're going to be blue-red, because it could also be blue-green splashing red, for instance, I like the Shackle Slinger here. And we want to try to make a deck which is really focused about getting more cards and playing multiple cards. Now, this is an Outlaw Stitcher, which I really like, but it's too expensive for a challenge. Could take this one because it's not a creature, but I really like the Gila Courser. Also like the Geyser Drake. Now maybe we should commit to going a red-blue now, since that red and blue both seem reasonably open. And I think the Courser is better than the Drake. Now, you should know that rarity, if it's a common or uncommon, doesn't always say anything about the power level of the card, but it does say something about how easy or difficult it is to replace. For instance, if I would like these both very much, and they would be at the same power level, I would pick the Courser, because the odds are that the Phantom Interference would come around, or maybe another one. I think we'll take another Courser here. I would like some combat tricks with this as well, just to make sure that we keep drawing cards. I like the 2 cards here, would also like the Conduit Pylons. And I don't think we can splash for this, because we also have 0 outlaws at the moment, and it cares about other outlaws. So you want to play this in red, black, maybe splashing white, because it also has some outlaws. I think we have 1, by the way. This is a rogue. But we'll take the Skewer the Critics here. It's just a removal spell, which is very nice. Another Shackle Slinger. I think this is a fine card. However, it's let me down a few times, because it doesn't do much of its own. So maybe we'll pick one up later, but I would like the Shackle Slinger here. So we want to be double spelling, so I'll take the Field Fording, which is a very nice card, but it's especially good if you actually have a desert, so we would like to pick up 1 desert. Never played this card. I don't think it's too good, because I think it's very situational. There we have the Razzle Dazzler. I like it more because we have quite some 3-drops already. We will have plenty of 3-drops, by the way. But this can make us semi-aggressive. This could also be a fine card. The thing is, the good, if you can actually make this work, imagine there's a creature in this format which has 1/3 in stats, and you can play 1 and tap it to deal 1 damage to the opponent. Now if the opponent goes to combat and he attacks with the creature, you can then damage them, play this at instant speed, and put the creature that they held behind in front of their own creature, and well, it's pretty much a free kill, or not a free kill, but it is pretty much a kill always. Okay, so far we'll be going blue-red. Now in here I don't see any bombs. I mean, not for our colors. This is a great card, because it does so many things, and even without the become plot thing, it's a 3/2 with trample, which is just fine. This is a very good card if you are in the colors, and Trained Earrings are also very strong, but we don't have, I mean, we're not in white. We just want to keep the blue-red theme going. Okay, destroy extras and or creatures. So for each permanent destroyed away, its controller reviews card from top of a library until an artifact or creature card is really. Okay, this is very risky, and we don't want to be risky. So I think here we'll take the Lackey, because it will get us some value later on, maybe get in for some damage. And it can also settle our Courser. We want some creatures to settle it, so I think we also need quite some 1 and 2 drops. Now this one tabled last turn, which means it went around, so the odds are that it might again. So I think I actually will pick this card. Our goal is to be aggressive, and this is a very aggressive card. So I will take it, hoping to have that one come around. This is a fine card, but it often burns yourself as well. I mean, if you're only playing, for instance, outlaws or non-outlaws, then it's fine, but we're not. We have some wizard and rogues and soldiers, and we have quite some 2 toughness creatures, so it will probably hurt us a lot. So I will take the peddler here, which also helps us get more cards. Here we could actually try and splash for this card because it's just a very strong card. So I will take it, even though there's not many things that we can plot for much value. If you looked at my other streams, I managed to plot some 6/6 armadillos a few times. Well, that really helps. If I wasn't doing this challenge, I would pick either the card-slinging or the clear shot if I was in the colors. Very strong cards, but also the Vault Plunderer is a very good card. I'll take the Make Your Own Luck and see if we can pick up a desert which lets us splash. Now I know Fling is not the best card, but maybe in this deck it can help us get in the last few points of damage, and especially with Take for a Ride, it's just such fun if you can actually manage to fling your creature at the opponent. There's another Courser. I'm not sure if it would beat the Prickly Pear. Now we don't have any spells which make our creatures all get +2/+0. I think it's a card in this set. Or do we want a 2-drop? I think I will actually take the Courser. Now we do need more creatures to be saddling the Courser, so we'll keep our eyes open for that. So we want 2 drops. And, well, might as well take that one, you never know. We want 2 drops and perhaps a way to splash for our Make Your Own Luck. Now green is very open. We'll take the fall here. Wow. A Cax Tarantula so late, that's just crazy. I know we're not playing against real players, it's against the algorithm or whatever. We could use a removal spell, so we'll take the Explosive Derailment here. Don't want another one of this, because it could be a creature, so you have to make sure that if you put this in, that you won't have too many of these. And if you don't play any creatures, this also does nothing. So this is only good in an aggressive creature-heavy deck. So we'll just have to see if we actually want to play this one. We don't know yet. This one is also fine, but I think I like the removal more. It should be about here. Now, let's just see how many creatures we have. 9. I love this card, but I also love the Prickly Pear. And there's also another Hypothesis, which actually might be better. And I think one of these two will go around. So I'll just take the Hypothesis, put this aside, because I don't know if we will get the fixing. Oh, it's such a shame. Imagine we could play this. We can't. I mean, we can, but we're not allowed to. Now, would we like a counter spell or a pump spell? We don't have many ways to go wide. So I think we want this one, because we are planning on to double spell, and this lets us do multiple spells. So I'll take that one. I know that Essence Capture is also a good card. This one is also fine, but I would use it as a sideboard card if the opponent has many instants and sorceries. And I also found out that it's actually quite good with the white-red rare, the Joachim something. But here we'll take the Outlaw's Fury. Now this could be a plan. I think we'll take it. We will be committing some crimes, and it's another way to maybe win the game. We really need some more 2-drops here. That is one I will gladly take. Just a very good, very, very solid card. And we are allowed to play it because the mana cost is 3 or less. Here we will take I think the Resilient Roadrunner is probably better than the Razzler Dazzler. So we'll take that, and we need 2 drops badly. This one is very situational. It's pretty much 3 to the face in this format, unless someone else has Jace. But I wouldn't really put it in for that. I think I'll take another lackey. Not sure if we're going to play it. I think we won't be playing Make Your Own Luck. Here I would love this one, because it can actually manage us to commit multiple crimes. Well, maybe play that. Well, they both tabled, which means they both came back. And which one do I like more? I do like blue. And yeah, I will take the Ruckus. I love that card too, but I think since we want to be a bit aggressive, we'll be playing that. There's the Essence Capture, which we will probably not play. Another Outlaw's Fury. There's the Shackle Slinger. Wow, we have 3 of those. And a Razzler Dazzler. Okay. Let me just take a sip of my coffee. That's good stuff. Now, our curve is very low. I mean, we have mostly 1 and 2 drops, so we might actually go to 15 lands, and I know that's something that I might regret. But we have many, many ways to get more cards. So I will risk it for the biscuit. Let's just try it for science. Now, we do need to cut 4 more cards. I don't want to cut any, or at least many creatures. Let me just take a look here. Yeah, I just want to try this. I mean, it's a very aggressive card. I know it's not a good card, but it might actually do some work. Phantom Interference, I think, might actually have to be cut. I think we'll take the Fall rather than the Interference. We didn't pick up any Desert, so the Failed Forwarding is out. Ruckus is okay. Maybe we should not play the Skewer the Critics. So we'll just get rid of that, and then we need to cut 1 more. 3 courses, that's just crazy. Yeah, what do we cut? Maybe the Lackey. No, we want to be able to have something which makes us use the court. We have many 2 drops. We'll get rid of the Lackey. Okay. Now up for the challenge. Let's see how this goes. As I said, with these challenges, I don't really expect much from them. Mostly fun and maybe to be somewhat entertaining. Duels, here we go. Okay, well, it seems like we have no turn 1 play, but we can plot the Ruckus, and we can then turn 2 keep up a counter spell. So I think we'll actually keep this. They have a very nice bear. And there we go. We have actually drawn more, what is it? Like 27% of our lands already. So this is fine. We should be fine if we drew no more lands at all. They have a nice curve out. Okay, well, that's just unfortunate. Can you imagine playing only 1, 2, and 3 drops and not playing anything on turn 2? That's how we play Magic. Yes, I will be countering that. Thank you very much. Now, this also gives haste. So I think the earlier we play it, the better. So we'll just play it now. Next turn we can play Shackle Slinger, equip it. That will be our second spell. So we can keep something tapped or tap something. And we can give that amazing amount of damage. They seem to want to keep up some way to fix mana. What are they plotting? Alright. Wow, we're drawing many, many lands. Alright, well, let's just try this. They can block with it. I think I will tap it, forcing them to use the mana now. So if they have Skullduggery, for instance, they would probably use it. It would be crazy to... Wow, of course that happens. Didn't think of that because they tapped it Wow. Before they tapped it before I actually managed to tap it, so now it actually has a stun counter, which is just crazy. I didn't really think of that. Now, if they play something big, we can take it for a ride. Would really love to not draw any more lands here. I mean, we're 6, so that means there are only 9 more lands in our deck. So 1 in 3 cards is a land. Alright, well that can also attack. Sure. Okay, well, that is fine. So we'll just keep that tapped. And we will give you haste and menace. And just attack for 3. We do have quite some damage. I mean, if we can top deck a creature, we could also steal that, and if you would have enough mana, we could actually minus it to death. But we don't. Let me just think. I don't want to play the take for a ride yet. I will play this card. Now we can double spell and we can tap something, which is fine. Do we want to get aggressive? I think not. Let me think here. We can give this haste, doesn't really do anything. We can steal something, then they mill. We can steal their link breaker, for instance. We can tap something. The crab. And then we'll get in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I think we'll just yeah, we'll just give this menace and haste. I mean, I know it's not ideal, but this way, if they want to block it, they actually lose a creature. Well, they do get that one back, but still. Oh, they can of course pump the crab. Well, they didn't. Okay. Now I want to put up some kind of okay, yep, some kind of alpha strike next turn, but that will be hard because they will be gaining some life. That's also a very nice target to steal. Would really love a fling here, or the, what is it, the artifact, our top end, the engine, which puts a -1/-1 counter on everything. Yeah, what's that? If he makes tokens, he makes even more tokens. Well, that works just fine with that one. Yeah, to be honest, we're kind of unlucky with the we are very unlucky with our lands. I mean, we're playing 15 lands and we drew 7, which means the next 5 cards we draw should not be lands. But hey, you know, that's magic. I think this will be difficult for us to come back from. I mean, he will be gaining much life. The treasure will make him tokens, which gain him even more life. Yeah. Well, there's the courser. I think we'll actually try to settle that. We can tap something down. No, I'll just give it menace and haste. See what we get. I mean, if he attacks, which he will, we might top deck an instant. Then we could do some more fun stuff. Sure. That's not an instant. Yeah. Now we will actually be keeping that one tapped, because that's the one that can still do some damage. I hope they go for some kind of aggressive attack soon, because then we could actually maybe steal theirs and do a lot of damage, but it's very hard to come back from 18 life. Yep, 19 life. They have a nice deck. They're splashing white just for this dude. Oh, also that dude. That's worth splashing. Top one and bottom one. Now, as I said before, this is probably a good game. Oh my, would you look at that? That could help. That could really help. Yes, please. All we have to do now is stay alive for a while. Because if we draw another land, we can double spell next turn. Now, do we have any good attacks if we give this menace? I think we do now. But I don't think we can actually attack. So we'll just pass. They can do 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think we'll just attack with this. Because they can block it, but it will cost them a creature. And I don't think they really care about 4 damage, so they will just take it. Of course, they will just make another token and double block it. Or jump. Now, if we could actually draw an action card. This needs 4. Oh, it's a proliferate twice. So that means that they get 2 more -1/-1 counters, which is great. But the bandit will probably become a copy of the assassin. So whatever they play now is a new threat, because we cannot kill that with this. Yeah, attack. And then he will put the rooftop assassin back in his hand. So we can just block it. But then our creature will also die. I think we rather not block it. Yep. Well, the best thing is to play this and then proliferate twice, but that needs 10 mana. That's not something we would ever get soon. Shepherd of the Clouds, yeah, sure. Yep, they have a nice deck. Imagine playing 4 mana creatures or 5 mana creatures. Yeah, another Shepherd of the Clouds, I think. Yeah, well, it was a good top deck, the engine, but I don't think it will get us there. We can double spell. It doesn't really do anything. This costs 4. Could do something. Well, I think we just have to wait here. Sure, we're not really in a spot to be attacking. Now in their turn we can make something into a 0/1 and proliferate twice. Yeah, nice. Maybe I would have made a copy of the Desperado, because I think it does a lot also, but they have lethal, at least they think they have lethal. Yeah, let's just do this now, because that way they cannot get the treasure dredger back. They might have something, by the way. Yeah, of course, sack it. We're not anywhere near decking them. We will not choose that. Oh, of course we will. Okay. Sure. Let's do some blocks. I mean, we're still dead, but that's fine. Yeah, good game. Yeah, they had a nice deck. As I said before, I'm not really expecting to win with this challenge deck, but hey. We might be able to maybe get one win. Now, as I said before, we were somewhat unlucky with the lands because we drew many lands. Now you'll see it go the other way. I will be begging for lands because we'll probably have 2 in our opening hand and not draw any after that. Alright, Gandalf, bring it on. Yeah, this is fine. We'll keep it. They mulligan the teams. Love their sleeves, by the way. I think if you do such a challenge that I'm doing, which means picking only creatures for mana 1 to 3, I think you have to play red. Either red-white or red-blue in this case. Simply because you need to be aggressive. There's no way, unless you have very good non-creature spells. But other ways, there's no real way of winning. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but I saw something very nice in our hand, which is a combination of fling and take for a ride, which is our dream. So I would really love to steal one of their big green dudes and throw it at their face. Or maybe at another creature. Sure. Now, do we want to play the Fury? I think not. We can't really double spell, so won't attack. We'll be having to get some beatings here. Sure. Settle it. Yep. No blocks, damage. Would love to draw a land for the hypothesis. Yeah, they draw a card. We could also steal that at instant speed, or maybe keep that up. That's not a land. I know the Fling Dream is amazing, but I think maybe we will have to steal one of his attacking creatures in their turn. And then maybe... Sure. Yep. Yeah, it's not amazing. We cannot take 7 damage, so I think we'll have to do it, or at least try. He probably has Snakeskin Veil or something. We'll be stealing that, trying to steal that. Please don't. Don't you dare to put a snakeskin veil on it. He's probably doing the math. This will cost us a creature, so... Okay, well yeah, that's one way to do it. Doesn't even have to be your creature, wow. Yep. I would give that a nice, well done. Yeah. I think this will be very difficult for us to get back from. We need our 5th land now. But odds are small of us drawing it, that's because we play 15 lands. Sure. Yeah, there's a nice engine going on here with the Outcaster and returning it to his hand and then playing it again and drawing a card, etc. Sure. What do you have? A pump spell, maybe the enchantment with flash. Clear shot. Another take up the shield. Steer clear. Wow, there's so many things you could have. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Well, the life totals are somewhat equal, but there's no way I think we can be actually winning this because both of their targets are now outside of hypothesis range. So we also don't have double red. Yeah, we'll just have to hypothesis or anything they play, perhaps the Outcaster. But it's not looking too good for us. Or at least for me. You should be glad that you're not attempting this. Please don't try this at home. Look at them. Being a tryhard. Come on, man. We're just having fun. You shouldn't be doing all this fancy stuff. Now, we can kill either if we block with the Dazzler. And I think we do need to because otherwise we'll be taking so much damage. But I think he will do the same trick again. Just use the Outcaster, saddle it, return to his hand. Sure. Even our engine won't be enough here. Because if I put -1/-1 counter on these, I think it evens out, so they won't actually get -1/-1 counters, but they will get less +2, less +1/+1 counters. So that means proliferating it won't do anything to them. Sure? Sure. So surprised. I would never thought of that. But hey, at least we'll kill the big horn here. You may discard a non-land card. Yeah, we're not anywhere near. Could also have killed the beaver, by the way, but... Well, that is something which will at least keep something tapped for a while. But there's more things to winning or losing the game. I mean, there's the board state, there's the life total, but there's also the hand size, which, you know, we have pretty much nothing, and they have their hands full. And I don't think I want to be blocking because I want to be drawing cards. Yep. It's a very good card, as I said during the draft. It does have one weakness though. In blue there's quite some return to the hand mechanics. Not that we have them in our deck nor our hand. Sure. Wow. Didn't know you had that one. Nice. Well, bring it. Saddle that beaver. Swing. Yep. Do we want to kill it? I don't want to, but I think we have to. They'll probably kill the slinger. Oh, could you imagine if we could actually steal that and fling it? No, I think that's a good game. We'll just try this. I'm not sure what we can actually... 4 damage. Nope. Good game. They're probably thinking, oh my goodness, what kind of noob deck is he playing? Well, I think he's right. Now, I must also admit, you know, this is Dad's draft, and our youngest is currently ill, so I've been awake quite a bit in the last few nights. So if you find me more salty than normal, or if you think I'm playing even worse than normal, then that's probably one of the reasons. This could be our last game, and it went pretty much as I expected. You know, you really need a top end to win, unless you can play very aggressive, which we can't really. Alright, opponent, bring it on. After this, and once Modern Horizons is up, I think I'll be starting to draft that set. But I also like the current set, so I might actually do one more draft with the Outlaws of Thunder Junction. Now, our rank has gone down quite a bit. I mean, we were Mythic, but now we're Platinum 4, I think. So I do need to get into some climbing action, but I'm not sure when I will actually manage to do that. Alright, well, we have our lands. Alright, we have plenty of lands. How can you play so many cards and not have a 1 or 2 drop in your opening hand? Or at least draw one. Sure. Dude. More lands. It will probably die. Goodbye, Gila Courser. It was fun. Okay. Now with the Ferocification we can actually start slamming, because we can give it menace. Still can't really double spell, which is pure sadness. We can next turn destroy that and kill that. And we won't be double spelling, so I think I just want to get in for any damage that I can. So I'll just give it menace. Doesn't really count as a double spell, would be fun. because then you could use one card to, you know, you don't double spell, you target 2 targets. That's something though totally different. Yeah, sure. That's also a nice target for us to kill. No, not anymore, because it will be too thick. Too thick a boy. Alright, well, ooh, I know what we want to get. I think we'll just do this. Target a creature, just target artifacts, autopay. Do they have the snakeskin veil? Oh, 1 red. Okay. Yep. Good job. Let me just check, what did it actually do? Did it give a... +1/+1. Yep. No, this is pretty much it. They'll get in for 1 more damage. We don't have anything to fling. We can do them 6 damage, 12 damage. Would actually love to just tap some stuff and keep it tapped. Well, we can keep one thing tapped, but you know. Yeah, we'll just choose that. I want to keep the courser behind to try and block the beaver if they attack with it and take the damage from the Mind Raider. Now, maybe a miracle could happen and we could not die this turn. And if so, there is something we could top deck to kill them, but I don't think we will, which is the take for a ride, and then we can take the Spinewoods Paladin for a ride and fling it. And that actually might be enough because we can tap 2 targets. Oh, okay, yeah, that's also a nice target. Okay, well, we do need to tap something, hold on. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then fling something. Yeah, I think we must block something. We might actually have enough to finish this, but we shouldn't have drawn a land there. Yeah. Okay, if we had that one, it would get +2/+0. Hit for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then... Well, we can still keep something tapped, so it might still not be over. Three, 4, 3, 6, 7. It's not enough, I think. 5, 6, 7, 8. We can get them to 2. I think we have to. Because we want to double spell. But we'll still be dead, I think. Yeah, because we have to sacrifice this one now. So let's just... Yeah, the creature will be sacrificed before this actually happens. Dude. Chill out. Oh no, sorry, we want to tag that. We're not dead yet. No, I would really love to win against obnoxious people that say, good game, good game, good game. Please, a creature. Anything that can get in with Haste and Menace. Yeah. Or something that draws us cards, that way we can double spell. Yeah, that won't really do it. Oh, sadness. Yeah, well, 03. Ugh. Really? Yeah, sure, had fun. We don't play this to win. So, well, that's it for this challenge. We went a terrible 03. We actually got 50 gems, which is not that much. But I will claim those gems. I think we didn't see enough of these at the moment we need them, because these are the ones that can actually get you to use many cards, but we didn't really. So we didn't get to live the dream. I would have loved to take for a ride and then fling. But hey, as I said, it was a challenge. I didn't really expect too much of it. There we go. Thank you for watching. Now, if you like what I do, by all means, then feel free to subscribe or leave a comment. If you have any ideas for a future challenge with the coins, then please let me know. And I'll be seeing you in the next one. Have a very pleasant evening. Goodbye.
Thank you for watching Dad's Drafts.
Welcome to Dad's Drafts.
Thank you for watching Dad's Drafts.